what's up? SVon82 here, back with another video. You guys asked for it, so we're going to do it again. We're doing the Wheel Spin Challenge using the Wheel app. Now, I've listed just about every type of comic cover gimmick that you could possibly think of. Glow-in-the-dark covers, foil covers, blank sketch covers, every color cover you can think of, movie, TV adaptations, signed covers, just anything that you could think of, I put on this wheel. We're going to give it a spin, see what it picks, and whatever it picks, I'm going to dig through my short boxes and come up with 10 books to show you guys. So without further ado, let's hit that wheel. See what the Wheel of Fate picks for us today. We got signed comic books, y'all, so I'll be back with 10 signed covers. Stick around. Okay guys, welcome back. Now, as the wheel determined, we are doing signed covers. Now, I did not want to make this wheel challenge thing something that would just be easy no matter what it picked. I gave myself some challenges, like no matter what the cover was, I still put it on there. Whether it be like, I don't do ratios. I don't do a whole lot of ratios, but I still put ratios on the wheel because I wanted there to be some challenges. I wanted it to be hard, so when I went to dig in my collection, some of these, it would actually really be hard for me. So with signed comics, I'm not a convention guy. I hope to go to Heroes Con this year and meet a lot of you guys in this next coming year, but typically I don't go to cons. So the way that I get signed comics, if I don't order them from like Midtown Comics, who does a lot of signings because they're in New York City, I may find signed comics in bins. I may get lucky and we'll have occasional local signings here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, but those are few and far between, especially with the bigger artists and writers. However, I do have quite a few signed covers that I've just found in bins or like from the other means that I just mentioned. I got a couple of signed slabs, some gold label slabs. I decided not to do slabs. We're just sticking with raw books, which knocked off knocked off my absolutely best signed book right away, and knocked off a couple of my really good signed ones. But I wanted to make it a challenge, so we're doing raw books here. But I'll start off, I'm gonna do one. This is not an artist, not a writer, but this is a big comic book YouTube content creator, somebody that's been sort of a mentor to me, has definitely been a good friend, and I thoroughly enjoyed meeting this person. It was a great day. I got to meet him and this other really cool guy, Logan, who I became friends with. But this is The Scumbag, and this is signed by Bueller of Comics with Bueller, Travis. And this book, I got it on just an awesome day. I met Bueller at McKay's, and he allowed me to come on the bus. He allowed me to record a little content on the bus for my tiny microscopic channel, which was pretty amazing. He talked to me as if he'd known me for years. I met this other guy, Logan, that I just mentioned, and he's a really cool guy, Logan Lumpkins. He's on IG if you want to go follow him. Really awesome comic book content. But I had a great day hanging out for, just chit-chatting with Bueller and Logan, and Bueller gave me some great advice that I'll always keep with me and has been a good friend ever since. But this is signed by Bueller, so that's going to be my number one pick. Had to throw that in there. My number two is my favorite indie book since I got back into comics. I grew up with a bunch of skater kids, a bunch of skater punk kids. I played in a punk rock band as a teenager growing up. I was a bass player. But this book captures so many things about that, and just one of my favorite indie books. Anyways, the title is Rad Wraith. I've had the writer Tristan Gallagher on Comic Book Addicts. Actually, I've had the pleasure of having him on twice. But before I even had him on, I was picking up these titles, and this is one of the times he sent this to me. He wrote "Stay Rad." He drew a little sketch of the skateboard and signed his initials there. So this is going to be my number two. Since then, I have ordered many Rad Wraith books from Coast City Comics, which is the comic shop that he is part owner of. The writer of this book, Tristan, he is part owner of Coast City Comics. And I've ordered a couple more issues, several more issues, and a t-shirt, things like that since. and have gotten other signed copies, but this was the first one before he came on Comic Book Addicts or anything. So awesome, good stuff. If you've never checked out Rad Wraith, check it out. There should be a double feature dropping in comic book shops. It was already due for release, but you know how indies get pushed back. Should be coming out any week now. So look for Rad Wraith double feature. The next one of my favorite cover artists ever, and quite possibly my favorite artist as far as on the female body, the female anatomy. I don't feel like there's another person alive that nails it quite like Joseph Michael Linsner. And this is an example of that. I have a ton of signed Joseph Michael Linsner stuff. But this is one I don't think that I've ever showed off before. So this is for Dark Ivory, issue 3. And as you can see, he signed this in 2008. But I got a ton of signed Linsner stuff because he's one of my favorite cover artists. That's going to be number 3. Number 4 is another awesome artist. He is currently doing work, I think, on one of the series on Dynamite for, is it Red Sonja? Maybe it's Red Sonja. I want to say Red Sonja. But this is Marvel Zombies, and it's a classic homage, that classic Spider-Man homage cover. This is signed by cover artist Arthur Saddam. I hope I'm saying his name right. Saddam. If you know it, well, you're not going to let me know in the comments. What the hell am I talking about? I ain't got a translator in the comments. But anyways, probably butchered the name, but he does awesome cover art. I have several covers of his. That's my number 4 pick. Number 5 pick is an awesome writer. This is signed by writer Tom King. I'm sure a lot of you guys know Tom King. He's a great writer, written many awesome titles. And one of my favorite stories, that Vision series that he wrote, was just top-notch, amazing. Really loved it. But this is signed by Tom King, a really cool Del Otto Bane cover. But I like that. I picked that up from Midtown Comics. This is really hot artist in the industry. She's been hot for years now. Very kind person, somebody I would love to meet one day. But this is Peach Momoko, and as you can see, this is signed by her. Nice virgin variant. Beautiful. This is for, let's see, this is for Demon Days Cursed Web issue 1. It was a one-shot that she did. And I picked up the virgin for that, and it is signed. So that's really cool. Glad to have something signed by Peach. I don't pick up a whole lot of Peach anymore, but at one time I was grabbing like everything that she put out. It got crazy because Peach does a lot of cover art, as a lot of you probably know. Legend in the comic game. This one's signed by Peter David. So he's done so much work that I'm just a big fan of. X Factor, Supergirl, a lot of good stuff. But legend in this business, Peter David. Let's see, we're to number 8 now. Okay, number 8, another good writer. I think he's been on Wolverine for quite a while. This is Nightwing Annual number 1, and this is actually signed right there by Benjamin Percy. So like I said, he has been writing Wolverine for quite a while now. So anyways, cool Benjamin Percy signed cover. Now this, I love hyper-realistic covers. Really love hyper-realistic covers a lot. This is one of, I feel like, the best to do it in that style. And I have a lot of his stuff signed. I just picked up something that I feel like I have not shown off maybe as much as some of the others. I know I show off the She-Hulk covers by this guy all the time. And I just didn't feel like I'd shown off this one a lot. And this one is cool. It shows the 3 different versions of Carol Danvers. You have Binary, you got Miss Marvel, you got Captain Marvel. And it's just a really beautiful cover. The artist is Greg Horn, and it is signed by Greg Horn right there. I got a ton of stuff signed by Greg Horn because I love his work. He'll do a Jive Turkey slab bag every year, some sort of just big Black Friday sale, which we have coming up at the time of this recording. But I usually grab something off of it, and I got a signed slab from him last year. Had a beautiful like layered remark that he did on it. Really good stuff. But I decided not to show slabs in this video, so maybe in a future video. But that's how he does, that's like his standard signature. So that is number 9. And number 10, I'm ending this one with one of the biggest writers and artists in the game right now. I'm currently doing Transformers, and I had the pleasure of meeting Beckerman at Nirvana Comics in Knoxville this past year. And Beckerman, this was one of the books that he gave me. He gave me some pretty amazing books, but this was just one of them. And this was for Beta Ray Bill #1, and it was written, of course, by Daniel Warren Johnson. But this is Daniel Warren Johnson art on the cover, and he's homaging that classic Beta Ray Bill cover that I love. And as you can see right there, we got the Daniel Warren Johnson signature. So I'm in the list strong with some Daniel Warren Johnson. Are you guys a fan of Daniel Warren Johnson? You liking that Transformers series? Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know, are you enjoying this Will app thing? Are you enjoying the randomness of this Will app thing and with the covers? And let me know and I'll do more, because it's really easy and it's fun content, just something easy to put out there. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Peace.